episode of The Walking Dead, the final season. So, everyone, to those who may or may not know, Telltale is, I guess, closing down. I know that they fired multiple people. I believe that was the case. They fired multiple people out, like severance pay. I believe that's the term for it. Without paying anyone for their services. So they're gonna have a small staff left to wrap up the final two episodes. But the issue is that um, the Wolf, the Wolf Among Us season 2 won't be coming out, which kind of sucks because I was really looking forward to how the rest of that series was gonna play out because it was actually a really entertaining series. So that's a real big bummer. So well, that actually kind of fucking sucks because the Wolf Among Us is actually pretty great. And I really want to know. I really hope that they don't just the staff that they have left for The Walking Dead. I hope it's not like a half-assed, and it most likely will be a half-assed ending. I hope it'll be like a really good ending, like a really good finale, because I'm pretty sure it took more than just a small group of developers and writers and designers and whatnot, like a much significantly larger team to develop the story. But whatever. So that being said, let's get on to episode 2, Suffer the Children. Oh, no. November. Okay. So it's planned. So, um, so November 6th and then um, December 18th. See, that was also disconcerting. The final episode is called Take Us Back, which is like the final song to the one. Oh, Lord. Take us back. Suffer the children. Pop the corns and suffer the children.
Previously on The Walking Dead, AJ and I had been searching for a long time for some place we could call home. Just when we thought we'd found a huge stash of food, it turned out to be a trap. That could have been the end. But I woke up and found I'd been saved by a guy named Marlon, the leader of a community, living inside an old boarding school. It felt like a chance at having a home, a real one. We had to go back to the train station to see if any food survived the explosion. But someone else had the same idea. I didn't want to risk it, so I let him take some of the food and leave. I found Marlon and Brody in the basement that night, arguing about the man we'd seen, and I learned why Brody was so afraid. The man was part of a group of raiders they'd run into a year ago. Marlon traded Tennessee's older sisters to the raiders to keep himself safe. He attacked Brody and locked me in the basement with her. When she turned, I had to stop her. Marlon stole AJ's gun and tried to convince them I had murdered Brody. Lewis backed me up. With everyone against him, the fight went out of Marlon. I told him he wasn't going anywhere, that he was our prisoner. But then, Marlon was dead, and AJ pulled the trigger. He remembered what I'd taught him. To always aim for the head.
I mean, I don't know how to answer that situation. Like, Yeah, he didn't realize that the situation had been dissolved. Resolved. I said dissolved. That wasn't funny, but this is a long ass loading screen. What, they need a staff to like increase the loading? Oh, never mind.
Made you some coffee. It was in the kitchen. Tin said that I can have some. I didn't steal it.
I'm surprised you remember how to make it. We haven't had coffee in a long time.
You put it in hot water.
You're right. Thanks.
Last night, with Marlon, I heard Lewis and what he called me. Am I a murderer?
Why my controller shaking?
No! Oh my god!
Shit! We could get medicine from the nurse's office.
He's dead. The kid blew his brains out. You shot him. He's dead. You're a murderer. You got Marlon to give up. You saw how broken he was. What the fuck did you teach this kid?
Oh, yikes.
Lewis called me a murderer. But we're supposed to kill bad stuff. Monsters. Did I do it bad? I thought Marlon was bad. He killed Brody. He kept telling lies.
Lewis was right. Sometimes people do bad things, like Marlon did. But when you shot him, he wasn't a threat to us anymore. If you kill someone when they're no longer threatening you, that's murder.
I mean,
What are we gonna do?
You could...
Back off, all of you!
Oh.
It was under control. I talked Marlon down. Then he murdered my fucking friend.
Take AJ, go inside.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, just let them go back to the dorms? What happens the next time one of us does something this kid doesn't like? Should we expect a bullet too?
That's not what happened.
It's exactly what happened. It was over. The little Mr. Trigger Happy decided otherwise.
Marlon started this! He killed Brody and almost got me too! AJ did what he had to do!
But he had to? He didn't have to shoot Marlon in the fucking skull! It was over!
Get it, Lewis. Just back off, okay?
Back off? Seriously?
Let's go.
Clem? If I'm a murderer, am I gonna die too?
What? No.
Well, I think murderers are like monsters, and I know what happens to monsters. Nothing good. Nothing good at all.
AJ, you're not a monster.
They think I am. I wish they didn't.
We're going to fix this. You and me. I'm going to help you atone.
Atone?
It means make up for what you did wrong. We'll make it all right with the others.
For God's sake, someone help me with this!
Save you from that car wreck, and you fucking murdered him?
Get back, Mitch!
Get back.
Or what? You gonna let him kill me too? Then who's next? A Sim? Willie?
Well, you can try it.
Screw both of you.
What does that mean? You can, like, he can get the pulse too. Like, he better fall back.
Hey, what is it?
You've killed a lot of people. You murdered your friend Lee, didn't you?
What?
You said he was handcuffed. He wasn't a threat. So... that means you murdered him.
I killed him because I loved him. I didn't want him to suffer.
How? He'd be dead.
He would have turned. I didn't want that for him. He deserved better.
I love you, Clem.
I love you back.
I don't need this right now, this early in the episode. Not this early.
Hey. Violet said to come get you for the funeral.
Really?
We used to have them more. Then we stopped. It seems right, though. I brought you something.
For me?
I figured you'd be afraid, with everyone all upset. But you were brave last night. Like a firefighter.
No. Firefighters are good. I'm a murderer.
No, you're not. You gotta have a trial first. They decide that stuff in a courtroom. That's how it works. Worked before. Back then, there were all kinds of rules about who was innocent, who was guilty. It was complicated.
Before doesn't matter anymore. That world is gone.
That's a sad way to look at it.
Clem isn't sad. She's smart.
You sure you don't want your firefighter?
You should keep him, 'cause you're good like him. But maybe we could play with him later? Together?
Sure. After the funeral. They buried them already. Vile'll start it soon. See you out there.
See, 10 is cool.
This is gonna be hard. Everyone's going to be upset. We need to show them we care, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some coffee. That should bring something.
They look good together.
Do you think his is better?
No, I like them both.
Time to go?
Soon.
So let me find something, because I know, depending on the choices, if I don't bring anything, they're gonna be mad and say, how you gonna be like a head ass and don't bring anything to the funeral?
At least these won't die.
Got a table? If it showed up, we can. So can we take the flowers? No. I'll take my hat. I gave flowers to someone to the twins.
Ready?
also hate how people are like, well, he's Carver's kid because, you know, he murdered him. Like, no. You see the melon on that baby, that Carver's baby. And it wasn't even like he murdered him out of cold blood. It was literally like he didn't realize the situation has been diffused. Murder, yes, but it wasn't. You taught him to regret his actions. I mean, I hope there's a new, I hope, in a way, I hope that I understand that his actions have consequences, but not like, oh, you're a horrible human being. Like, oh.
I did that.
Come on.
I don't see you coming up with any brilliant ideas.
It'll be nice.
Right now, let's just focus on what we're here to do.
And Violet stuck up for me like that. Yes. I can't believe it. Even though I didn't go outside with her. That dog is gonna rip my throat out.
Oh, God. They're here.
So what? They knew Brody, didn't they?
Yeah, but Marlon...
Just leave them alone.
Shit.
Clem? What? Why do people have funerals?
Brody and Marlon are friends.
Sin said they used to have them more,
They died.
but I don't get it.
Well, to say goodbye to someone you've lost.
But they're dead.
This is your last chance to see them before they're gone forever.
I made them all sad,
They all knew they couldn't.
like if someone took you away. Does everyone get a funeral?
People do. Some animals, too.
Even monsters?
I don't know where she found all that joy she took. Are we gonna miss it?
Marlon did bad things, but he wasn't a monster.
I know.
10. You ready?
Brody, you always said you wanted to go to the beach. So, I drew it for you.
Marlon was... I can't. Not for Marlon. After what he did to the twins and Brody,
You didn't even like Brody. You were always mean to her.
I can't. Someone else do it.
Bitch. Dude, don't. Seriously, Lewis? He was your best friend. He wasn't perfect, but he deserved better than to get gunned down by that kid. AJ killed him like it was nothing. We all saw it, and no one stopped him.
I don't appreciate your tone, Mitch.
Yeah? Well, I don't appreciate your kid murdering my friend.
I know I'm a murderer, but I'm gonna,
Atone.
yeah, atone it.
Fuck, I can't listen to this.
What I did was bad, and I'm gonna make it up to you. I promise.
You don't have to make up shit. Marlon was a fucking murderer and a liar, and if we'd all asked more questions about Minnie and Sophie disappearing last year, none of this would have happened.
She's got a point.
Shut up! It wasn't Marlon's fault.
Then whose fault was it?
Violet's right. You all share responsibility for what happened to Sophie and Minnie. And to Brody.
And what about Marlon? Who's responsible for that?
Me.
See what I mean? How can any of us trust these fucking people?
What are you saying?
I'm saying they gotta fucking go. Take a vote. Majority decides. They stay or they leave. Today.
That does seem fair.
Are you serious? It's bullshit.
You're bullshit.
Please, don't do this. I know you're angry, but
You don't know shit. If you did, you would've stopped AJ. Like you stopped Marlon from killing Brody? Fucking hypocrite!
Ooh.
A vote's the only way to settle this, or we'll be arguing forever.
Fine. I guess we're fucking voting.
Louis needs to vote. Could you go get him? And try to talk to him.
Come on, Rosie. Come here, girl.
Could you guys go wait in the dorm? I'll come get you.
Please don't kick us out.
Come on, let's go.
Sometimes I don't know where this dirty road is taking me. Sometimes I don't know the reason why. So I guess I'll keep gambling, lots of moves and lots of rambling. Well, it's easier than just waiting around to die.
This whole situation is a mess, but you know what? I'm not here for a bitch, but what gets me is that they know what he did.
AJ, stop. You'll break your toe or something. Come here, sit down.
No! It didn't work. I did what you said and they didn't even care. I know that I was bad, but they don't let me fix it.
AJ, breathe. Remember what we do when we're mad? Come on, you don't want to be loud, do you? What do we do when we're mad?
We stop and think and, I'm still really, really mad. I know that I'm not supposed to get mad or sad because then I do dumb things.
And you have every reason to be upset. We'll deal with it together, okay?
Okay.
We stop, we think, and we breathe.
Breathe.
Feel better? You're still mad, huh?
And, I think I'm sad, too. I did what you told me to.
I know. You're a good listener.
I wanted to make them all feel better. It didn't work. Why'd you tell me to do that if it didn't work?
I thought they would listen to us. I didn't realize I I didn't know how bad it would be. It's my fault they got angry.
But they hate me. They don't hate you.
I think they hate us both.
I don't want to go.
I know you don't.
I like knowing where we are all the time. The bed, the food. I like the other kids. Not all of them, but Tin and Louis and Violet.
I mean, we can just take 10 and Violet.
We took the vote. You have to leave. Don't we get to vote? I vote that we stay.
Maybe it should be.
You don't have to like it.
Good, because I don't.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
What'll help me sleep at night is knowing you two are gone.
Wow.
You can be such a shithead, Louis.
So fucking stupid.
You said you'd go along with it, if we voted fairly.
It's bullshit. And you'd know it if you weren't so used to burying your head in the sand.
Oh, I'm burying my head in the sand? Hate Marlin all you want, but you can't tell me AJ's in dangerous too.
We'll wait for you to pack up, then Louis and I'll escort you out past the safe zone. We'll make sure you get to the road safely. It's not a lot, but at least you won't die on the way.
We could have happily dumped you outside the gates.
Thanks for making sure that we...
No, don't thank them! It's their fault we gotta leave. They're gonna get rid of us.
Get him under control.
AJ, breathe.
Where's Tin? I gotta say goodbye. He was really upset about the vote, and he's not talking to anybody. It's best to leave him alone when he's like this, but for the record, he wanted you to stay.
Wait. Does AJ still have that gun? Hand it over.
Is this necessary?
Hell yes, it's necessary. I'm not walking out into the woods with him holding that thing. We already know he knows how to use it.
It's yours, AJ. You should keep it.
But I murdered Marlin with it.
Yeah, but you'll need protection outside.
Fine. Let the kid keep the murder weapon.
So he is not taking my kid's gun. What the hell? Oh, I didn't really decorate this room, did I?